Hello, hello. If there are actually people in here, just let me know in the chat because there's some weird stuff going on like there was yesterday. Just give me one quick second to check something. All right. We should be good to go. Yesterday, I was having issues with my signal strength, and it says it's about an 8 out of 10 today. We had to end the live stream yesterday morning earlier than I wanted to because the signal strength kept going in and out. And once I signed off and ended the live stream, I actually went into the live stream of another content creator on YouTube, and they told me that they were having problems with Restream as well, which is what I use to broadcast this. And so thankfully, I was glad, it wasn't my system that was having the issue. It's something to do with Restream. But then he told me that the reason there are technological issues right now is because there are solar flares that have been coming off of the surface of the sun and heading like right towards us. And he said it's interfering with signals of electronics. So that's all kinds of fun. So hopefully we won't have the problems that we had yesterday. I don't know, being that obviously the sun is down in my area. I don't know if the solar flares will still have an effect. So let me know how the signal strength is coming through, if the video's good, if the audio's good. Um, just let me know what you're seeing on your end. See, the signal strength keeps going from into the yellow into the green. And when it's in the green, it usually works well. Like that's full strength. But I don't know how it sounds. I don't know how much it diminishes the quality of the broadcast when I'm in the yellow. Um, because right now I'm in the green, so did the sound improve at all? Hi, Brett. Brett, you and I got to talk one on one when I stop stream. So we'll get on a Discord call after. Um, yeah, I don't know that you would see the green or yellow bars because it's only on my screen. You're only watching the full video feed on YouTube, so it's nothing you would see. Um, no, Brett, you didn't do anything. Absolutely not. No, just something I want to talk to you about. But as you guys can tell, we're going to have an interesting conversation today. Not something that I necessarily thought I would cover, but I was watching another streamer the other day, and they happened to um, be talking about this story, and it caught my eye, and I wasn't really sure what to think of it. I'm gonna bring up the first article. Let's see. Here we go. That up and share my screen. Uh, all right. I make sure that I'm doing this correctly, just so you guys can see everything. There we go. Can you guys see that all right? Let me know. Can you guys see that all right? Are you not hearing me? Because I know my signal's fluctuating. Okay, just wanted to make sure you guys can see it. So, let's read through it. I'm not going to play the video just because I don't know what my signal like, if it's going to be choppy. Says a woman is suing a Florida school district after she claims she was banned from activities at her son's school when her OnlyFans page was discovered. In 2021, mom Victoria Treese, I think that's her name, claimed that a parent at her children's elementary school alerted staff to her not safe for work OnlyFans account where she shared, you know, spicy stuff accessible through a paid subscription. She said soon after the administration were alerted to the content, she was not allowed to volunteer at school activities. However, she regularly helped organize events up until that point. Now, Treese is suing Orange County Public Schools to make sure other parents experience the same treatment. So she said, the main reason I'm doing this is not for myself. I can only imagine through this and couldn't fight it. And they've been told we don't, or, and they've been told we don't know how to fight this and how many people to come. What? I can only imagine who's been through this and couldn't fight it, and they've been told, "We don't know how to fight this," and how many people are to come that do the same thing I do. Okay, I gotcha. My brain had a lapse there for a minute. Um, she goes on to say, and they're going to be told one day they're going to have somebody that just doesn't agree morally with what they're doing, and they're going to have somebody do the same or do the same. That doesn't make sense. And I don't think any mom, any dad, anybody in the position that I'm in should be going for that. People contacted Orange County Public Schools for comment on Wednesday when previously reached by people. The school district representative said they did not comment on potential pending or ongoing. uh, uh, Attorney Mark Najim, I don't know, is reprieved along with attorney Mark Zelinsky. It's kind of like having a scarlet on her head. Uh, uh, what she does in her off time is not illegal, yet we have a morality police in the Orange School Board. Whatever administrators made and what administrators made this horrific decision. Um, so basically, I don't know. I understand that. Let's see. There it goes. I have people that I know that do like wine kind of spicier content like that. Um, and you know, it's hard because I'm not a parent, so obviously I don't. It's lagging bad. Damn it! They need to get their shit together. We had 5 days last week where it didn't have any problems, and now all of a sudden it's starting to lag. This is crap. I do not like technology. Um, so the mother gets banned from doing school activities with her son because of what she does in the privacy of her home in her free time. Now the other story that I have, um, which if I bring it up, it'll probably lag. So I'll just basically tell you, I believe it's also in Florida. Let me double check just so I'm not lying to you. Oh no, it's on the other side of the country in California. Um, a California student was actually uh, expelled from school because his mother had a spicy account, and that absolutely shouldn't happen. I know that they say that, oh, it's easy for kids to find everything, on the internet these days, so it can be easily found. Granted, that's not false, but like she said, it's behind a paywall, and these people that are going after her had to pay for it to see what was behind that paywall. So, I mean, jokes on them because they wanted to vilify her by giving her their money. That doesn't make sense to me. And as far as the kid who got expelled because his mom had a spicy account, the kids should not be penalized for any of that. It's basically a new age bullying but this time I'm guessing it's probably by students and school faculty, I would assume. That just blows my mind. And I'm curious what you guys think. Britt, I know you're a parent. Um, from a parent's perspective, you know, and obviously talking to you as much as I have, I know you're not the malicious type, but are there any parents in your kid's school that you bother even questioning in your head, what these parents do in their free time? Yeah, the hub is a completely different beast in and of itself. Um, I'm surprised that more people aren't discovered on there than they are, on their spicy pages behind a paywall. Um, but I can't fathom excommunicating, maybe a bad choice of words, but banning a parent from school grounds and any school activities to participate with her child. And I also, banning a child from school because of what their parents do. Now, um, there's always been this saying that I've heard. Um, I don't know if it's a biblical thing or if it's just something that somebody came up with. Um, Something along the lines of the sins of the father should not be considered the sins of the son, something along that nature, or something along those lines. And I also have to wonder, like the girl in the first article was saying, there are mothers and fathers who have these type of accounts. I'm wondering if they will now go after any father who has an account like this. A job is a job, and they make it how they make it how they make it. Who cares what they do? The kid isn't involved and probably doesn't know what they're doing in the first place. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because I can guarantee that any activities they do to create content for those pages is done while the child is at school. I can almost guarantee it. Um, and chances are, if it's a single parent, the content is probably made while the child is uh, spending time with the other parent. That's what I would think. I don't know that somebody would be stupid enough to make content like that while their kids are in the same house. I don't even know if would I would hope that they would be smart enough not to um make the content while the child is asleep. Um because I mean, I know some of my friends, they those sons of bitches can get loud. And I'm not saying I've ever been witness to their extracurricular activities, but I've heard stories, and yeah. Honestly, that's how I would do it unless it's lewds, because you can make lewds secretly and a kid wouldn't know. Yeah. Um, and I don't know. I guess jokingly, my brain interpreted it as, if you guys remember the song Stacy's Mom, the lyric, Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want. I've waited for so long. My brain, as soon as I saw these two stories, it's like Stacy's mom just has extracurricular activities we didn't know about. That's all I could think in my brain. Of course, I always have to relate something to music. I would prefer this kind of thing be left to local discretion. There's a lot of things a parent can do that would harm a child's ability to get an education among their peers. I don't I tend not to agree because I don't understand how having an account on that website would harm a child's uh, education. Because figure, like I said, that particular website, everything's behind a paywall. So you have to subscribe and pay to be able to uh, get in there. So there's little to no chance of anybody underage getting into one of those accounts to see. I don't know that if it's being handled among the school administration and the mother and the mother's lawyers and such, I wouldn't even think that the kids would know unless the adults are making the kids aware, because especially in an elementary school, I highly doubt any of these kids know what that site is. Let's see. My half-ass spicy shit on TikTok wouldn't affect or would affect my kid, but it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, parents. I would go so far as to say parents do a lot more strange things on TikTok, trying to be cool and part of the in crowd than they probably do on the OnlyFans. Got to be careful because YouTube doesn't like us talking about that particular site. I have a friend with an OF with. Do you mean with two pages? Teenagers might be different. If you're a teenager, has access to. Granted, yes, you can lie about your age online, but that particular website, I don't know. From what I understand, it's not easy to fool that particular their safeguards. Um, like I said, it's weird to me that parents doing what they will do in their private lives while their kids are not around should not affect the kids in any way, because they're not putting the kids in danger, but vindictive school officials and other parents are putting their noses where they don't belong. I mean, it's it always happens. Like, there's always parents that try to get into the business of other parents just because they're assholes like that. It's just, I guess, a different way of doing it nowadays. Oh, okay. I gotcha. One's cosplay, the other is very adult stuff. I gotcha. But yeah, I don't think that anything consenting adults are doing, as long as the child is not present or not, obviously not involved, God, no, but not present when anything's going on, it shouldn't have any effect on the child. And as far as the one article that I read through, it shouldn't affect a parent's ability to be present during school activities with her child. So I don't know. Like I said, I think those are from like 2 years ago. So gonna have to find and see if there were um, any results of the litigation, and I'll report on that in another episode. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it kind of, I was racking my brain trying to figure out where the logic was in the actions that that both schools took. One chastising the mother, and the other, jeopardizing the kid's education by suspending him for whatever his mother or both parents were doing. And it blows my mind. I could never be with the way that schools deal with students and parents nowadays. I could never be a parent in this day and age because I have too much of a temper, and I would say some shit that would probably get me in trouble. Um, yeah, I just, like I said, I wanted to come on here and kind of see what you guys thought. Um, I'm disappointed that we're still having the connection issues because I know it's not my stuff. I don't know what's going on with signal strength or whatever, but um, yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. I'm gonna go back to doing the morning stuff tomorrow. Um, Hopefully, these signal issues will be ironed out soon. Uh, but yeah, if you have any comments, just leave them in the comment section below after we end the stream, and I will respond to them as they come in. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow morning.